Hello Gemini, and welcome to your reading for the week of July 2 through 15, 2024. This is a reading if you are Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising, or have another significant Gemini placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're not already subscribed. This channel, in addition to tarot readings, also does the Morning Coffee with Breach, gets posted at some point during the day. I do it at 6:30 in the morning as a live stream on Instagram. And then it'll get posted at some point during the day. If I have a power outage, it might be a couple of days. But yeah, they always get posted. And then I'm also doing channelings of Archangel Azrael. I'm also going to have some more videos and things on meditation, Rouhani healing, and other stuff coming up. So yeah, if you're definitely subscribed to this channel, if you're not already. To see more about the kind of work that I do, my link to my website is in the description below, and also to my social media. So yeah, so with that all out of the way, let's get on to your reading. I'm going to use the Way of Cartouche deck, this one which I have been using for years and years, and I'm going to clarify it with a tarot reading. And here I have the Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot, and then I'm going to clarify further, have a summary with one of the Norse runes. So, okay, so let's start at the beginning. So first I want to look this reading over before I start pulling clarifying cards. So it does seem like there's going to be, okay, some changes for you. I feel like, just looking at this, okay, there may be communications or something that you're waiting on. This could have to do with contracts, business. It could have to do with just generally a message you might be waiting for from somebody. We have Nepenthes here, so there's a sense of something that's not come through yet. Nepenthes also has strong sister energy, and this is the house of siblings. So for some of you, there may be something coming up that's connected to your sister, if you have a sister. Again, I'm going to clarify these with tarot, so we'll get more of a clearer idea of what that means, but I'm seeing that right off. Again, yeah, I'm seeing Sirius in the 10th house for a lot of people. So there's this definite thinking outside the box in terms of career, legacy, what it is that you're doing, what you feel your purpose is. Some of you, there may be something that connected to nutrition or health, because I'm seeing Hathor here in the Virgo house, okay? And Hathor, generally in the house of Virgo, there's a couple of different possibilities. Hathor has a very Virgo-ish vibe because it is about somebody who is efficient and organized and, getting things cleaned up and cleared up and creating security, getting things organized. But also in terms of health, this can have to do with diet a lot of the times. So I don't know if some people are interested in getting involved in nutrition or dealing with, supplements or different, some different things connected to food and nutrition. Because Sirius over here in the 10th house is a card of, in addition to kind of thinking outside the box, sometimes it's a card of technology and things like that. This also can be a card of physical health. Okay, so somebody, for example, who's a sports person or a personal trainer or something like that, that can be part of that there. But with this, I don't know. There's possibly that somebody here who might be thinking about going into something connected more to nutrition or maybe sports medicine or health or something like that. I don't know. That's showing up here. So take that as it resonates. If that's not you, then there definitely just seems the sense of getting organized and maybe trying to find a way to expand your career, expand your horizons with respect to your career. Sirius often tells us not only to physically test ourselves, but also mentally as well. You have the number 6 too in these two houses. Hathor is card 6, and Sirius is card 15, and that's 1 + 5, that's 6. So something may be happening in 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months with regard to your career. So take that as it resonates for you. Maybe it's just a number you want to, kind of jot down somewhere in the date and then see if it becomes relevant. Now you do seem to be more focused on your happiness and your health here. So yeah, it is quite, and that's another number 6 actually, 24, 2 + 4 is 6. 666, wow. Some people will be freaked out by that number. Other people will just go, yeah, that's a solar number. And when I think of the number of the sun, I mean, there's a lot of meanings to that, but at least one way of thinking of a solar number is the idea of the light shining on something or clarity coming in. So I don't think 6s are bad. They're definitely moving. If you're thinking of them in terms of the meanings within tarot or within oracle systems, 6 is moving away from 5s. 5s are about change and usually struggle and conflict. So this is more about being in touch with moving beyond that conflict and moving towards what makes you happy, what makes you feel alive. Okay. And so this seems to be where you're at. Like you're working towards, what makes me feel alive? What makes me feel like, I get up every day and I'm happy and I love where I am and what I'm doing. It's that kind of energy. Now, anybody who's looking for love, okay, if you're somebody, now not everybody watching this is going to be in that boat, but if you are, there definitely seems to be this sense, we've got fire in the 5th house and we've got buckle of Isis in the 7th. And so to me, this could indicate a passionate love affair that turns into something that could be a marriage, because buckle of Isis in the 7th house is about fidelity, okay? It's about being loyal to somebody. So this may suggest something that maybe is a passionate love affair. And you know how it is with passionate love affairs. Sometimes we think, oh, it's just going to be a flash in the pan and then it's going to go away. But it does seem to me that there could be a partner here. And it's also possible that this person's a fire sign. Leo, was it Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius? And then, but this could be just somebody who does have kind of long-term or loyalty or staying power or potential. So that is good. Fire here also in the 5th house. If you're not looking for love, this can indicate creative inspiration. So fire, again, it's fire energy in the Leo house. So that's very much exalted. So definitely any kind of creative ideas that you have, any inspirations are definitely something you want to think about following. And when I say creative, we often think creative, we think like, oh, I'm going to paint a picture or write a poem or make a piece of music. And it could be those things, but there's other types of creativity as well. So if you don't see yourself as a quote unquote creative person, this could mean something else here. So nonetheless, there is some kind of inspiration maybe to do something differently. I don't know. I feel like some of you might be in one kind of career and maybe think you're going to do something more that has to do with health or with with physical fitness or something. I don't know. There's something. I think that might be true for somebody watching this. Maybe not everybody, but there's just this strong energy of having a creative inspiration, and I feel like it's kind of telling you to go for it. And certainly, I'm just going to mention with Hathor here in the 6th house, if for some reason you have been not feeling very well, and again, just a caveat that I'm not a doctor, please consult your doctor about your health and not me, but there is the possibility here that there's something to do with food of some type. There could be a food allergy, or there could just be something you're eating that is not agreeing with you in some way. A lot of people do have digestive issues these days, so that wouldn't be too surprising. Okay, now we've got this peaceful continuity card going on, Lotus, in the 8th house. So that's, if you feel like you've been on a roller coaster of change lately, this would be good news, because it would be saying, okay, being able to calm down, chill out, like, not having anything be upset. So it's not like your life is going to be turned upside down. Like, it's kind of saying, okay, things are going to continue peacefully for right now. If you have been very stressed out, this could be a sign that you just need to, you want to spend more time maybe in meditation, calming the mind. There could be concerns here. It's interesting that you have the twins in the 12th house. Because this generally indicates there may be worries about another person, and I'm feeling like it's another person who might be putting a burden on you, who might be expecting a lot of you or supporting, and so maybe you're trying to kind of push your concerns about it to the back of your mind. 12th house here is definitely stuff that we don't. It could be repressed stuff or stuff that we just try not to. It's more unconscious. It's not the stuff we think about all the time, but there does seem to be this energy of maybe being concerned about taking on the burdens of another person. So yeah, that could be, although we do see some stability here in the house of friendship. Okay, this is strong Aries energy here. So again, with Lotus, with Osiris, I feel like there's stability in things. Like you're hoping for things to be stable, and it does seem like they will be. In terms of money, we have the Pyramid card over here. So again, there could be test situations or challenges with regard to money. This is saying hold tight and you're going to make it through them. Okay, so that's definitely a good omen. In fact, you have the wing disc overall. Again, back to that sun energy. I was talking about the 3 6s there. This is the energy of clarity, of positivity, of overcoming challenges. Okay, so yeah, so far so good with this reading. Everything in it suggests to me that you're in this good space. And okay, so let's see what else we have here. Wow, you've got a lot of disc energy here, so there may be concerns. Yeah, it's funny how I was seeing a whole lot of stuff around health, nutrition, but also around security. There seems to be a lot in blue. Okay, that's interesting. Some of the cards that are appearing here. Oh, these two came out together, so we'll put them together. Okay, and then, oh wow. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Ooh, okay. The tarot is bringing up some more intense energies here. Now, again, the good news is overall we have the Gain card. So this is about not only financial independence, but freedom and feeling satisfied within yourself, having enough within yourself to give to others. So that's a very good omen overall, because that would just be saying that regardless of whatever else is going on, I do feel like you are going to achieve a sense of stability and security here. Yeah, we have the Prince of Discs. This is the Knight of Discs in the first house. So again, I feel like there may be, especially with Hathor here in the sixth, and yeah, that there may be a focus on staying grounded, on being practical, and also on taking care of yourself, because this is definitely a card of paying attention to things like nutrition and diet and so forth. And the fact that it's coming up in the first house, this may have to do, because Ankh here in that case might have to do with your self-image. It might have to do with how much you love yourself. And when I say that, I don't mean that in a narcissistic way. I mean, how much self-love do you have? We all should have self-love, and frequently we don't. We kind of, I mean, narcissism isn't real self-love. It's actually usually a symptom of self-loathing. But it's, but this is more about being good to yourself and taking care of yourself here, and maybe doing things to, in your mind, improve your appearance, or to just get the physical body into better shape. And yeah, over here, okay, so we have the Princess of Discs here over with Nephthys in the third house. And Princess of Discs is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be, now remember I said this could potentially be sister energy. So if you have a sister who is an earth sign, maybe somebody who's, would imply almost somebody who's younger, because princess energy is page energy. Doesn't have to be, but it would be somebody Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So if that makes sense for you, and you say, yeah, there is something happening with my sister, or whatever, then that would make sense. If not, this would definitely have to do with some kind of a new beginning. I don't know. Discs, again, have to do with finances. So it could be somebody starting up a new business or having a new financial plan or idea. But with Nephthys, maybe it's not quite clear how that's going to come together yet. But again, there's a not yet energy to it. And with Pyramid over here, there's a again, not yet, like something that hasn't come to fruition yet, but that doesn't mean it's not going to come to fruition. It just means it hasn't yet. And with the Seven of Cups here, yeah, there may be some, again, even with Nephthys here, these two might potentially go together, because I feel like there's a sense here that there may be some confusion, like, am I delusional about something with money? Or maybe there just seems like too many avenues or too many opportunities. Maybe it's overwhelming. Maybe many of them don't seem real. So this is really about establishing separating what's real from what's not real. And that may be what the test is here. Like, what are the real opportunities with regard to money and maybe business and finance and things like that, and what are not. Okay, so yeah, so there's this kind of debauch card, but that's almost like when we have this maybe excess of feeling or excess of emotion that may potentially cloud our judgment. But also in terms of work, sometimes the Seven of Cups in more modern interpretations can also have to do with doing something online. So like, that could be working from home, working remotely, or doing something of that nature over the internet. So yeah, take it as it resonates for you. Now, we didn't really talk about the fourth house. You do have Crook and Flail here. So again, there's this idea of truth, justice. There could be something legal. Maybe some people have renewed a lease or mortgage or whatever. But we have this with the Magician card. So, and of course, Magician is Mercury energy. So yeah, this could be the signing of contracts or something like that, or maybe the buying and selling of a house. That could be for some people. There could be a legal thing connected here. But this can also just be about, in terms of either a family situation or in terms of something with security. Maybe somebody is looking for you to take action for them. Maybe somebody looks up to you as an authority figure, or as somebody who is in the know about something. And again, because we see this concern about support, so I don't know. There definitely seems to be this sense of, again, there's this sense of expertise, and there's this idea of action. Okay, so it just feels like maybe something's been going on around the home. Maybe there's been action taken. Maybe you're bringing in contractors or something. Maybe something like that's been going on. But there just seems to be some kind of action around that. The other possibility is this may have to do with a family situation. And again, with the sister energy here, it's possible that this is somebody's sister that's doing something as well, although this does tend to be the house of the mother. So take it as it resonates. These are not bad cards. They're basically just saying, like, somebody who's come in to take action and solve a problem of some kind. Like, that's the feeling that I get. And it could be you who's doing it as well. So, yeah, there's this strong energy of being confident, okay? Because Crook and Flail is definitely about self-confidence and self-discipline. Okay, so, okay, back to this Leo energy. Now, okay, what I think is interesting, it's fire with the, gotta cover this up a bit, but this is the Lust card in the Crowley deck, which is the same as Strength in this deck. And yeah, I mean, this does imply for somebody that there is somebody who's definitely hot for you. This Lust energy is just the idea, or maybe you're really hot for somebody. But and Strength is, yeah, that is Leo energy also. You've got double Leo here, triple Leo really. So there's definitely something here where either if there's work you're doing that you're very passionate about, or there's a person you're very passionate about, okay? But there may be, again, if we go back to this, Buckle of Isis does indicate somebody loyal, but there could be some jealousy here. Maybe you think there's somebody else involved, or sometimes this is just a card of restriction and limitation. Like maybe you feel like, wow, I really like this person, but I don't see how this is going to go anywhere. There's too many limitations, right? Like there has to be some kind of a sacrifice that's made in order to overcome these limitations. Because this can be about growth of the sacrifice. And often, again, when it comes to a relationship, it can be somebody who's faithful. It could be work that has to be put into something that's going to be worth it in the end. So yeah, it does seem like there may be some obstacles to overcome if you are somebody who's looking for love. Right now, that there are barriers, but ultimately, I feel like these limiting emotions. I feel like if this is somebody you're really, really interested in, this is something that can be overcome. Okay. Like the work you're putting in is not going to be wasted. That's kind of the element of Buckle of Isis here. So yeah, definitely a strong passion. But again, if you're already married, you're already in a relationship. Again, this could be that in your partnership, maybe there's certain struggles that have been going on recently. But you know, certain work that's had to go into things, and maybe there's been times when maybe you felt defeated in a situation. But this is saying that the work that you're putting in, again, I feel like if there's a partner, maybe if there's been a concern about whether this partner's been loyal to you, and whether that means with somebody else or whether that just means in a particular situation. Like maybe you want them to have your back, and maybe you feel that they didn't in a situation or something like that, then this would still be saying, you know, this person is faithful to you, and you don't... you know, there definitely seems to be a sense of whatever work you're putting into to write this, this sense of defeat is worth the effort. So, okay. Now back down here, looking at the Virgo house, we've got the Chariot, which is Cancer energy here with Hathor. So yeah, there's this idea of travel, of movement, of, I mean, it could be literal travel, or it could just be gaining control of a situation. So yeah, somebody here is definitely, I think, trying to get control of maybe health situations, just trying to get things under control. Now, if I look up here at the 8th house, okay, you've got Lotus here, but you've also got the 6 of Cups in your transformation house. So yeah, there's a revisiting of the past here that's going on. There's definitely the sense of looking back to something, okay? So you are, yeah, so there's definitely kind of revisiting of past situations, possibly past people coming in, but things that are kind of being resolved now. So maybe that's why there's not a whole lot of movement. Like this may be kind of more of a truce time or a peaceful time, because right now I think you are integrating the old and the present, like, you know, old lessons, old things that have come up again, and kind of reintegrating this for yourself right now. Okay, so you've got a new beginning here. I didn't talk about this. So this has to do with either travel, legal matters. This is Sagittarius energy, so this is Jupiter. And this definitely suggests new beginnings and change, but we have it with the 5 of Cups. So I feel like there's something bittersweet here. Like something is changing. This may be with respect to your personal freedom, your independence. Maybe if you want to travel or move somewhere. For some of you, maybe this does have to do with moving. Or it could be something that is, I don't know. There's something here about a change, you know, that there's a new beginning that's happening. Your horizons are about to expand, but This may be why you're dealing with past energy. There seems to be this looking back to the past. Like in the new, when something new happens, then something else ends, right? So this may be saying that whatever's new is coming in, you may be looking back with nostalgia or with grief or a sense of loss at the past, at what's been lost. But what it's telling you to do is you need to embrace the new beginning that's occurring here, okay? You need to look to new opportunities and let go of the stuff from the past. Because if something's done, then it's just done, you know? And so there's a sense of having to move forward here. Now, okay, we looked at your 10th house here, and I talked a little bit about this, the Sirius card as being potentially representing technology. For some of you, this could be about physical fitness, but in a more general sense about thinking outside the box. And we've got adjustment and we've got death. Okay, so adjustment. This is so this is definitely about balancing, and death is once again about endings. We've got that ending and that new beginning. So something is happening in terms of what it is you want to do. I feel like you are walking away from something. Maybe there's legal issues attached to this with this card, but because a lot of people are getting adjustment though in this house. So I feel like this may be about truth, about coming into your truth, waking up to your truth, bringing things back in balance. That some kind of an ending is bringing you to your truth, and maybe forcing you to think differently about things. Okay. In terms of your path, because this is about career, but this is also just about your reputation, your fame, like what it is you're doing for the world. Okay, what like when you're no longer in this world or in this lifetime, what are people going to remember about you? Like what's the legacy that you're leaving? That's what the 10th house is really about. So yeah, there have been some profound and fundamental changes recently, and there is this idea of coming to a truth. But again, with this energy, there's still this sense of maybe there's some past stuff to be resolved. Cancer got this kind of a vibe as well in their reading. I ended up doing them out of order today. I'm not sure. Normally I do them in order, but I'm not sure why I did that today. Now, this is good news. In your house of your goals, hopes and wishes, friendships, things like that, you have the 10 of Cups. So yeah, this is support. Could be family or community support. This is wishes granted in a house of wishes. So whatever it is you're going for, whatever your goals are, you're going to get there. You are thinking about things clearly. You are on a stable track, and you will have people to support you. So that is just really awesome. And okay, yeah. So with this twins energy, this idea of being worried about somebody else, we also have this 10 of Swords energy. Next to the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Swords. But remember, this is in the house of fear. So this may be a fear of total ruin. It may be a fear of betrayal. A fear that maybe you're not going to be supported by somebody else. Okay, when I look at these two together, I kind of think, okay, there could be this idea that maybe you're afraid somebody's betraying you or is going to betray you. But overall, I don't know. I just feel like there has been an ending recently, and this, again, the fact that I see Scarab up here with the 5 of Cups, I mean, I think there's something that you deep down inside know has come to an end, and it doesn't have to be a relationship with somebody. It could just be something else. I mean, it could be about a relationship, but there just seems like that you're recognizing that there's been some kind of an ending in your life, whether it has to do with family, whether it has to do with job, whether it has to do with relationship, money, whatever it is. And really, the twins can also be about what kind of decisions you're going to make. Because one thing I'm seeing for a lot of people when it comes to endings is the kind of decision energy. Gemini, your own energy. Which way do I go? Right? So there may be some uncertainty about what your path should be. I mean, you're seeing this over here too, right? This idea of almost too many options and not all of them seem realistic. But overall, like I said, you've got the wing disc with the 9 of discs. So, I mean, there's going to be material, there's going to be satisfaction, there's going to be security. Whatever's going on right now, you've got very, very strong energy that says you are going to overcome it, and you are going to be finding this new direction. You're going to be dealing with relationship issues and making that work. And there definitely seems for somebody there's either a huge passion about a project, either you're really inspired about that, or you're really inspired with regard to a relationship. So let's draw a Norse rune for you. So Gemini. Okay, and then you've got another water rune, Laguz. Because the previous one I got Ingus, and I was kind of pointing out how similar they were, because they're both runes connected to the moon in some way or to kinship. This is a rune that says follow your intuition. This is a rune, literally one of the meanings of it, at least as I've learned them, is it's about immersing yourself in the experience of living without having to evaluate or understand. So we don't necessarily need to mentally dissect and analyze everything that's going on. We just need to learn to tune into our feelings. I certainly did a reading this morning on my morning coffee live stream where I got the Ajna chakra, which means focusing more on your intuition, letting your inner voice tell you more, rather than looking at external circumstances and trying to draw analytical conclusions from them, because you may not have all the information right now. I know I say this a lot, but it does feel like there's just some major changes going on, a need to clean up old business, to let go of the past and move forward. But I feel like that's a really good omen, because that's definitely about, it's definitely an emotional important. It's about tuning into your intuitive knowing, and it's also about, managing to, working in conjunction with other people, like more of this 10 of Cups kind of energy, rather than feeling like you are isolated or cut off or unclear. I mean, it brings a kind of clarity that comes through the intuitive senses. So anyway, I hope this really helps you, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified about my new videos. And I want to say have a great July, and thank you so much for watching.